It all started one day when an orange kitten was walking to school. But he didn't want to go to school that day. Because he was wearing a torn and dirty white shirt, while all the other cats in the schoolyard were well dressed. The other cats began to laugh at him. Hey, look at that poor cat over there. They taunted him. The small kitten felt so sad he wanted to disappear. After the humiliating walk to school, the poor little guy went straight to the third floor of a derelict building where nobody could see him. Nobody knew the kitten was crying alone in this abandoned building. And just then, a wise bird noticed the kitten and asked him what was wrong. The wise bird said, "If you don't want people to laugh at you, try to become stronger than them." The bird then flew away, and the kitten sat there thinking about what the bird had told him. When the sun went down, it was time for the kitten to return home. But the next day, the kitten got up early, and instead of going to school, he went into the forest to try to make some money so he could buy a new shirt. The kitten came across an old lady who was selling fruit. The kitten asked her if he could help her carry the fruit in exchange for some money. The old lady agreed, and soon the kitten had made enough money to buy himself a nice-looking apple. Then he carried the rest of the fruit for free because he enjoyed helping others. After finishing his good deed for the day, the kitten returned home happy. But the next day, the kitten went back to the forest to earn some more money. He found a group of cats making cotton candy and asked if he could help them. They agreed, and the kitten spent the day making cotton candy until it was time to go home. Once again, the kitten was happy after finishing his shift. And every day the kitten did odd jobs such as selling fruit, cotton, candy, and vegetables, and helping out at a farm. But he saved all his money so he could buy himself a new school uniform. One day, the kitten was working at a construction site carrying wood, pushing a wheelbarrow, painting, and doing demolition work. When he wasn't working, he would also collect scraps of metal so he could sell them. Every morning, the kitten woke up before sunrise, and every evening he worked until sunset. The other cats at the construction site asked him why he worked so hard, and he told them he wanted to buy a new school uniform because his current clothes were dirty and torn. All the cats at the construction site liked the kitten and said he could take as long as he wanted to reach his goal. Finally, after many months, the day had come when the kitten had earned enough money to buy himself a new school uniform. He took the money to a store and bought a crisp new white shirt, a striped tie, and a pair of shorts. But the funny thing was he actually looked better in his old clothes than in his new clothes. The next morning, the kitten got up early, put on his new school uniform, grabbed his bag, and headed off to school. As he walked through the schoolyard, all the cats stopped and stared at him in amazement. Wow, look at that. The poor kid from yesterday is now wearing a new school uniform, they exclaimed. The kitten had never received so much attention before, and it made him feel proud. But inside, he was still a humble kitten. The bell rang, and the kitten walked into class without anyone saying a word. The teacher asked him why he was late, and the kitten replied, "I'm sorry, ma'am, but I had to finish my homework." The teacher nodded, and the kitten took his seat. At lunchtime, the kitten sat outside the classroom and ate his sandwich. Suddenly, two cats from the class walked past and said, "Hey, you're the poor kid from yesterday, right? Why are you eating your lunch outside?" The kitten didn't say a word. Instead, he stood up, straightened his shirt, and said, "Don't you have something else to do? You don't want to be laughed at by the whole school." The two cats were stunned and quickly ran away. From that moment on, no cat dared to laugh at the kitten or tell him he was poor. In fact, they were even jealous of him because he was the only cat in school who had a brand new school uniform. From that day forward, the kitten was no longer the poor or sad-eyed kitten. Instead, he was the coolest and most confident kitten in school. One day, the kitten was walking through the schoolyard when he saw a beautiful female kitten sitting on a bench. She was wearing a pink bow and a blue dress. The kitten immediately felt shy and approached her cautiously. "Hello," he said timidly. "Hi," replied the female kitten. "My name is Luna. What's yours?" "I'm Leo," said the kitten, blushing. The two kittens talked for a while, and Leo couldn't help but feel attracted to Luna. He thought she was the prettiest kitten he had ever seen. After school, Leo walked past Luna's house and decided to ask her if she wanted to go out together sometime. Hello, Luna, he said, hoping she wouldn't say no. "Yes, Leo," replied Luna. "What is it?" I wanted to know if you wanted to go out together sometime, like to the movies or for a walk in the park," he asked nervously. Luna smiled and said, "I'd love to, Leo." The two kittens exchanged phone numbers and made plans to meet again soon. Leo was so happy. He couldn't wait to tell his friends about the date he had with Luna. As he walked home, he thought about how his life had changed since he started working in the forest. If he hadn't met the wise bird, he might still be the same poor and sad-eyed kitten. But now he was Leo, the cool and confident kitten, with a new school uniform and a date with the prettiest girl in school. When Leo arrived home, he couldn't stop smiling. He knew that the next day would be even better than today. The video ends with a thank you message to the channel's 1.4 million subscribers. A meow version of the song "What Was I Made For?" by Billie Eilish plays over the end screen. This isn't the first time Hey Minds have tugged at our heartstrings. Their earlier video, "The Sad Orange Kitten Who Did UNT Want to Be Rescued," racked up over 3 million views. These videos often feature AI-generated images of cats, frequently orange tabbies, placed in emotionally resonant situations. While the narrative of an orange kitten striving for acceptance through hard work and diligence is heartwarming, what truly captivates audiences is the merging of AI-generated visuals with the melancholic soundtrack. This fusion has birthed an online trend that sees heartbroken cats gracing the thumbnails of YouTube videos. In an era dominated by AI-generated content, these videos stand out by infusing technology with emotion. They present a side of AI that's relatable and touching, resonating with a vast online audience. The choice of orange tabby cats further enhances the charm, aligning with the widespread affection for this particular breed, known for its abundance and friendliness. As the channel continues to evolve, one can anticipate more moving stories brought to life through the magic of AI. The trend of heartbreaking yet hopeful stories of cats has gained significant traction online. Viewers are consistently drawn to narratives that depict cats overcoming adversity through hard work and determination. The integration of AI-generated imagery and music elevates these stories, making them even more emotionally impactful. The channel's latest video, featuring an orange kitten facing challenges due to his warm clothes, struck a chord with audiences worldwide. The kitten's journey, from ridicule to self-respect and recognition, serves as a reminder of the transformative power of resilience. The video's success reflects the growing affinity for emotionally driven AI-generated content, particularly when it revolves around beloved animals like cats. The channel's dedicated fan base eagerly anticipates each new release, eager to be part of these heartwarming and thought-provoking narratives. The channel has successfully tapped into a niche that celebrates the bond between cats and humans while pushing the boundaries of AI-generated storytelling. As the channel continues to innovate, one can expect even more captivating tales featuring feline companions. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to support us and subscribe for more updates.